Hello, Soul Circle. It's Magical Michelle and my special, amazing, she's not even really a guest. She's a special guest tonight, but she's going to be doing some of these Monday night lives for us, especially when I'm traveling over the next few months. And so we wanted to come on today because it's a really, really important time in the world for Soul Circle and for collective love and consciousness and to support each other. And so I just want to introduce her tonight in case you don't know her. And if maybe you're here because of her, we wanted to make sure you can see her. And we're going to do a healing for the collective consciousness together tonight. So tonight I just want to introduce my beautiful soul sister. And from the moment I met her, we had a connection that was beyond this lifetime. And we've started partnering this year. She's going to be helping with this and the Magic Moon Circles. And we have a shamanism program that's
so exciting.
We're doing Odyssey Shamanism. It's a 1-year immersion if you are in Central Florida. So do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself? Because you've got
Absolutely.
a lot.
Hi, beautiful friends. My name is Meka, Ms. Meka Nism. I am a rock musician and a shaman practitioner, theta healer, spiritual life coach, and spiritual artist. I love the expression of the way the divine comes through us all. So I'm very excited to be here. I know that everyone is feeling so chaotic recently. And it's, I think, even more special in this year of, collaboration, co-creation, and community that we, share.
All the twos.
Yeah, all the twos.
All the twos. Twos.
That we celebrate the support systems we have, the community we have, and show that even in all the complete crazy chaos, that there is the very specialness that we are still in co-creation of it. Even from afar, that by sending out love as our focus and well-being, even if social media and things are trying to pull us towards the negative, that we reinvigorate ourselves with peace and patience and well-being from the inside out. And that's, the way that we all get to co-create this reality together.
And you know what's interesting? I heard something and I knew it was coming, but I heard a confirmation on the 22nd of, that infamous 2222 Tuesday. We had the most mass meditation in the world that has ever happened, like the most consciously connected mass meditation. And we want to continue that as often as possible because it really is going to make a change. And let's talk about the astrology because we know that the world is seeming to be having crazy things going on right now. And it's interesting that it did start on that 22nd of February. And the interesting thing astrologically is that there was a transit with Pluto that made its Saturn return. It's Pluto return, not Saturn. Pluto return in the United States for the first time since the American Revolution. So keep in mind that puts Pluto and the sun and the stars kind of in that same energy that created the American Revolution. And now we have this other energy that's happening in the world. And keep in mind that while it may appear horrific, and it is for the people who are experiencing it, we do have the power of the conscious collective to use prayer. It will not solve anything. We have to use our voices and our votes and all of those things too, but it will change the energy and uplift the whole expression of self. So we're gonna do a little meditation here in a minute.
Beautiful.
I'm going to talk a little bit about the astrology first because we do have the new moon happening. So on the 2nd of March, we have a new moon. And so it's the new moon in Pisces. And then on March 3rd, you have the 3-3. So we're creating an additional energy portal. So a lot of people have felt really intense right now. So we're going to do a combined meditation. I'm going to do some, she's going to do some. But keep in mind that each of us gets a new beginning. And I want you to think about the fact that there is an energy of mysticism with a Pisces moon. So we are coming into our inner mystic. That's what my guides have said about this particular new moon that's coming. So what must you do to go inward, perhaps to affect the outward consciousness? And then what expression do you need to be to vibrate in your own personal highest vibration without the guilt that perhaps you're doing well when something else isn't going well in the world? So I want you to release any guilt that maybe something good is happening for you, or you're asking for something personal, and understand that every time we grow personally, we also grow for the world collective.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so that was guidance that was brought to me this morning. Been doing a lot of deep meditation right now, and I hear that that's like really what we're being called to do. It isn't that we don't go out and act, but if you feel powerless, if there's something where you are in no power, the energy is to uplift and hold a vision collectively of the highest and best truth.
And the only way we can truly do any good is by kind of going into that inner true self, where all of the senses are kind of silenced. That's meditation, right? But when you're connected to your true self, you're connected to the timelessness of everything. So we kind of get to a step out of the chaos and realize that good things can still happen no matter what, even in our worst times, that we can prepare the world for the blessing. And I know that it's so easy to go into wanting to hate things and really compare ourselves to others too. And this is a personal journey of going inside is your best way to be connected to the cosmos, the light web that weaves all life together. And don't compare that you're better or not better at sending out joy or love, and but be really at peace with your own purpose of being able to send out some love and peace into the world. And that is action, and that is how we create reality on some level. And to kind of go, yes, rational brain, we need to understand, or that's just me making things up, or spirituality is abstract, it's not in the material world. But how else do we create the material world without spirit and imagination, and first going into that inner vision? And if you're in a clear, beautiful, loving space, despite the chaos in the world, you create that as potential for every other living being. So you're doing a lot of work by just holding a little space for love.
Yeah, and unconditional love sendings, you can use the earth grid, the grid lines of the planet Earth, to send it into the heartbeat of the earth and to all the people on the earth. That's my favorite method when it's somewhere else in the world. I just imagine going down into the grid lines of the planet, because it's like the veins of blood in our own body. And they call it a ley line, and it goes to all souls. And we're all connected by the mother heartbeat. That's actually the way I was taught in Celtic shamanism. It's the mother heartbeat of Gaia. And each one of us can sync our heartbeat to the pulse of the planet. And when we do that, we are one love. We are one consciousness. We are one expression of hope. And that's really not spiritually bypassing. It is holding the vibration of hope. It is holding even the vibration of protection. Imagine if there's something, as we are today, that is going on in the world that needs an energy of protection. That wording is a really good wording you can use in your meditation, is that we're holding the consciousness protected in an energy bubble of unconditional love. And so it will affect the field. So each person, maybe they need just a little bit of courage to get through something. We're also going to maybe send some energy toward the shock and trauma. So whatever feelings they may be having, that they have strength. And my favorite new word of 2022, and I started using this in January, is the word fortitude. And fortitude is, and I don't know why obviously I was channeling it for a word for 2022, so I didn't expect exactly this, but fortitude means courage in the face of adversity. So we want to have fortified energy for those who need it, fortification energetically, and just really wrap the good in a spiritual bubble of support, energy, and fuel, that they have the courage to do what they need, that they can stand in a way that makes them feel supported by the rest of the world and the universe. And so that's what we're going to do.
Brilliant.
So I'm just going to start, and then whenever you feel you have something, just hop on in.
Brilliant.
So let's just close our eyes and just feel our own heartbeat, because that's part of this, is the shamanistic idea of your heartbeat being connected to the heartbeat of every other animal. And that's human, animal, physical animals, plants, trees, everything, including the earth. So we're just really breathing in and out like the ocean. The breath goes in and out like the tide. And just feel that energy coming in and out and in and out. And then feel your heartbeat and imagine going through your tailbone down into the middle of planet Earth to her heartbeat, and just connecting to that energy of now your heartbeat is aligned with the heartbeat of the planet. And feel that pulse of one love. Feel that pulse of one consciousness. And then expand into the ley lines of the planet and imagine all the way around the planet, hand to hand and heart to heart, we are surrounding this planet with unconditional love and light and protection and hope and choice. The choices that people can be released of shock and trauma and replaced with the energy of courage and fortitude in the face of adversity. And just feel that unconditional love as ascend through all of the planet, and specifically to those who are in energetic need right now.
And we release any cords or hooks or attachments to old trauma and old patterns of the world to be in conflict. We set the need for conflict and aggression free to be completely transformed in highest love and light of the seventh plane. We allow the alchemy of our love to send our frustration and anger and sadness and grief into transformation mode so that it can become the golden age of peace. Fully aligning each of us with our purpose and our joy and our permission to be our greatest selves in this lifetime, and calling that in. And when you give yourself permission, you're also allowing that to resonate in cosmic consciousness, to allow everyone permission to be at peace, setting all old grudges free, setting all old greed patterns free to be transformed into new peace and new prosperity and new community and new love for the entire planet and beyond.
And as we come into that strength of hope, let's send that out. And we're going to send it out 3 times, and we're going to receive it into our own hearts 3 times. So sending it into the core of the planet, sending it into the atmosphere that we breathe, into the quantum field of the highest timeline, that we're all living on the ascending new earth quantum joy timeline, and that the changes are made in the graceful, easy, most peaceful way. So sending that out once, sending everybody as a collective with this group out once, bringing it back into our heart, and sending it out even more powerfully, and bringing it back in, and one more big send, sending it out to the reaches, all that are ready to receive unconditional love, hope, courage, fortitude, prosperity, wealth, abundance, the codes of freedom, and that be brought into our body, anchoring those new codes as we hold the line for new earth, for the joy timeline, for heaven on earth, for the answer that we are becoming and extending into the next expression of new earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done in the highest and best way, all around this planet, all around the consciousness. I feel you. I mean, I literally can feel it through this. For all that are watching now and all that are watching on #replay, I feel the energy. I've got shivers everywhere.
Right? What a lift.
So when more than 2 gather with the same intention, it becomes powerful. When we have a worldwide intention, it becomes even more powerful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I will continue one or the other rest to hold the line at Soul Circles on Monday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. These are now going on to the Michelle Orwick, not Yahoo, Michelle Orwick
Facebook,
YouTube.
Oh, the
YouTube
yes.
is now on YouTube every night. Every Monday night we repost it to YouTube.
So good.
If you're watching on YouTube, you can watch live on the Soul Circle Facebook group. And so either way, you can get these free live videos every Monday night or as a replay. We're committed to that. We're also starting a local in-person once a month Theta Share Healing Circle on the 22nd is the first one, March 22nd.
Oh, so exciting.
And of course, if you want to go deeper into any of this work, we have our Moon Circle, Magical Moon Circle for our online friends that could be anywhere in the world.
So good.
And then we also are starting our journey with the Shaman program really, really soon. If you have any questions, we're doing a question answer on Zoom at 7 o'clock tonight. We can get you the link if you get us that information. Or if you're watching this and it's like 3 days from now, you can ask for the link and we'll be doing a replay.
Totally. What a joy to be here with Michelle, celebrating life together, because it's always a beautiful day no matter what's going on. And if we remember that, we get to help hold that frequency.
Hold the light, hold the
Hold the
love.
light.
And don't be guilty. Don't feel guilty if something good is happening to you when something isn't happening good to someone else. It is actually more important to hold the highest frequency you possibly can. So take care of yourself, take rest, take consolidation. Pisces new moon is very much an inward time about creating your reality and the reality of those around you.
And feeling everyone else's stuff. So make sure you do go internally and realize what is yours to work on and what you can let go and set free for transformation in the highest frequency. Doesn't mean you won't get a little frustrated, but you can know what to do with that frustration.
And Meka, you're available for one-on-one sessions these days, right?
Yes, totally.
So you can always message Meka if you need a one-on-one session. You can always message me or Meka if you're wanting our new offering, which is going to be very powerful, which is a shamanistic technique that she and I have gathered together. And that's we'll probably be unveiling that this month.
Absolutely.
But if you're interested in it right away,
So powerful.
Get a hold of us. Otherwise, have a magical, beautiful, blessed week, and we'll see you again next week.
Hashtag living magically.
Yeah, don't forget to live magically.
Yes!
It's way too much fun. I had the most fun today. We mailed out our magic boxes.
Yes.
Huge pile of 8 boxes at the post office. It was insane. So those of you who are with that, they will be at your doorstep soon. And we'll do our unveiling on 3/3. And for those of you who aren't going to be doing that, I'll be with Rachel Chase at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on her YouTube channel. So I love you. Bless you. Live magically.